Drivers, start your engines.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, racing fans of all ages, welcome back to the BORA FedEx Amateur Series Season 6, race number 11 from Dover. Holy crap, the pace cars took off. Hopefully today's Dover race is as good as the Premier Series was a couple weeks ago. On pole you have Chad Brennan and Nick Alsop, Kurt Hamilton and Baffood Sacco, Seth Ismail and Servin Sarahan, Kyle Kesey and Matt Flood, Ty Morrow and Luciana Reese, Landon Finway and Paul Wright, Keegan Alsop Jr. and Daniel Colt, Steve Love and David Schmontes, Stanley Winters, who won last week, and Hayden Meadows, Richard Sweet and Xavier Rain, Tom Akers, and Daniel Gittero. Coming to the green, 40 laps here from Dover, Delaware. And we are underway. Nick Alsop, starting this race in second place. He's been on quite the hot streak lately. He won 2 weeks ago at Kentucky. He finished third last week at North Wilkesboro. Chad Brennan, on the other hand, nice of him to start pole because he's been in a major rut. He had a mechanical failure last week at North Wilkesboro. Very unheard of when it comes to Team Penske equipment. Lap 2 of 40, though. Will anyone be able to stop the Red Bulls? They haven't been dominating wins, but, man, they've been getting fast laps every week. They're constantly running to the front. Baffood Sacco, Seth Ismail, Servin Sarahan. 3 of the top 5 right now. Or 6, excuse me. Ty Morrow getting that front row Motorsports Mustang up inside the top 7. Caution is out. We'll be right back to see what just happened. Oh, Kyle Akers problems. Holy cow, man. Rewinding this was crazy. Maggie Ford and Perry Allen make contact. And that's going to send the 92 up into the catch fence. The 92 and 59 are both teammates there. The State Farm and the Napa Auto Parts Dodge. You see the 20, Robert Stone, man, he's just had an abysmal season for JGR. JGR as a whole has been awful this year, but we expected more of Robert Stone. He's a past track structure series winner at Pocono, excuse me. Oh, you see Colin Franson and Scott Forward. We're getting to the time now. There's technically 5 races left to the playoffs, including this race, so 4 after today. And a lot of these guys are getting mathematically eliminated. They need to have like 5 straight top 5 finishes to even have a chance. And, man, right off the back bumper, Damon Malorn. The reason I did Damon Malorn there is because Nick Ventura actually won the race here in the Premier Series race a few weeks ago. And Damon Malorn is a Nick Ventura racing car. And right now, if the playoffs were to start today, Damon Malorn would be 28 points above the cutoff. So, one more look at this. Man, the 32, I didn't even notice that. You see how hard he hit the inside wall? Perry Allen nearly going for a ride. Or he did go for a ride. Good God almighty. That's a hard hit for a lot of cars, man. Hopefully Maggie Ford is okay. She lands on top of her teammate. Back to the restart. Pace car coming off. Akers Racing going to finish 39th and 42nd here today. Robert Stone, Perry Allen, and Colin Francis all DNF as well. Scott Ford 1 lap down. 36 cars remains on the lead lap. Nobody pit under that caution. Chad Brennan still your leader. Now, what we saw in the Premier Series race here, you want to clear that lapped car, man. The leader usually gets an advantage. Second place, however, kind of gets held up. Kurt Hamilton's going to make good. Man, everyone pretty much got by. Scott Ford's just that far off pace. And the outside lane here really isn't all that bad. Kyle Kesey all over the back bumper of Servin Sarahan. But Chad Brennan out to lunch, man. He's so far ahead of Kurt Hamilton after 1 lap. And you can put a blanket over the top, I don't know, 7 cars. Yep. And then you have Ty Morrow, man, really overachieving in that front row Motorsports ride. Hopefully he gets a shot back in the Premier Series. Three wide action back there with the lap car. Oh boy, 4 wide. I don't see this working out well. William Stone. Oh, this is just like the last crash. Stanley Winters won last week. He's in it this time. William Stone, Anselm Meadows, a couple of KBM cars there. So they are racing back to the line. Kurt Hamilton had just caught the O2. And we'll back to see what just happened. David Schmontes has been a lifer in the amateur series. He's driven the 2, or the 34, the 2, and the 3 in the amateur series, all for RCR. He's the all-time wins leader with 7. And man, just not been his year. He gets turned around hard into the wall. Both Everham cars are going to get involved. The 98 and the 79 both get a piece of it. Stanley Winters won the race last week. Not going to get so lucky this time, so he will back it into the fence. Back to 3-star. Everybody did pit. Alright, so there you see Anselm Meadows, William Stone. Tom Akers is 3 laps down. Then you have Hayden Meadows, and then David Cervantes and Scott Ford all a lap down as well. Lap 14 to 40. Everyone did pit. Chad Brennan's going to lose the lead and come out 15th. So, it must have been a very bad stop for him. Man, this pack right here is about to be a cluster. So many lapped cars in the way that are very off pace. David Cervantes is going to be holding everybody up. The 00, the 16, and the 2 are all multiple laps down, and they're all going to go 3 wide off turn number 2. Scott Ford and Tom Akers. Man. I don't see this ending well at all. Lucian Reese can take a 4 wide. David Cervantes. Oh, there they go. Cervantes up onto his side. And it's the big one at Dover. The front stretch looks like a wrecking yard. And the leaders are going to be racing back soon. Oh, they're coming off turn number 4 right into this. Hopefully everyone's out of the way by now. Alright, we're golden. Oh, not so quite. Or not quite so fast. There we go. Start stacking up. And Scott Ford really doesn't get woed up in time. Back to just happened. Watch number 2, David Cervantes, man. We were just talking about him last crash, and here we are again. Nothing he could have done here, man. They go 4 wide, and he's just gonna... Oof. You see everyone else just piling in. Let's look from a different angle. I do like the spectator view for this crash. Let's see if the O2 of Chad Brennan gets through it. He was your leader early on. Looks like he will get through it. Back to the restart. Pace car does pull off. Not very many DNFs off that crash. 28 cars in the lap now. Keegan also Jr. fell from inside the top 10 down to 28th. So he must have had a bad pit stop. Not everyone did pit. But here we go. Green flag is underway. 4 cars now on the lap down list. And Kurt Hamilton with an amazing, beautiful start. Got a bunch of different lines here off the restart. 20 laps to go halfway through this event. Kurt Hamilton. You have Mafood Sek, Nick Alsop. Set his mill. Serving Sirhan all over the back bumper of his young teammate. I thought I heard a crash. Oh, I did hear a crash. Good grief. They are racing back to the line. No, Kurt Hamilton wants to see, man. Every time he gets a good lead, they wreck. Oof. Everyone avoid the slow cars. Good God. Back to the tab. Second time today, Luciana Reese tries making a bold move to get past her lap teammate. And it's just, not going to work out for her. David Malorn just got through the, oh man, he got clipped right at the end. He's going to escape with like no damage unless he gets hit. I was very lucky. See Daniel Colt in it, the 9. Haven't really talked about him much this season. A multi-time amateur series winner. Not this season, though. Oh, he's going to get hit by the 91 right up into the wall. You see the 4 spinning into the 52 back there. A couple cars getting into the wall. Back to restart. No one DNF'd off that crash. Interesting to note, Kurt Hamilton does pit. While a lot of people stay out, Kurt Hamilton will restart 20th. With the way the cautions have been happening this race, do you want to be that deep in the pack if you have as good of a car that 33's had? I don't know, but Food Sacco leads. Right now the fast lap does belong to Kurt Hamilton. I don't see anyone going to get close to that, really. Green flag is underway. We have 5 cars a lap down. Number Food Sacco, Nick Alsop, Set Ismail, Servant Sarahan, and Kyle Kesey round out your top 5. How about Paul Wright up inside the top 7? He hasn't really ran this well since Daytona months ago. Just because I know back in the pack, they're probably going to kill each other here. Oh, the 23 is trying to get to the pits. Everyone's freaking out. Not bad. Oh, there they go, of course. Oh, God, Caitlin Wilhelm upside down for like the 12th time this year. And she's going to slide a long way. There we go. The banking will flip her back over. You hate to see that. We'll be back to see what just happened, of course. Caitlin Wilhelm. I don't know of a race this season that she hasn't been involved in a crash. Oof. Upside down. Hard. Ty Morrow, man, he had such a good run going, and he gets caught up in it. And watching her slide. Back for the restart. Come back to the green lap. 33 of 40. 8 to go. Kurt Hamilton has not passed a car since pitting, man. He's still 20th. He only ran a lap, but... So you expect him to make progress. Does everyone have enough fuel to make it? There's been a lot of cautions this race. Nick Alsop is your leader. Set Ismail, Servant Sarah, and Kyle Kesey. Matt Flood round out your top 5. As it does look like Bafood Sacco does pit from the lead. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, 24th, last car in the lead lap. He does for sure have enough fuel to make it. And how about Damon Malorn, man? I hate constantly talking about the Nick Ventura stuff. But, man, his whole team has been so overperforming in everywhere except ARCA this season where they're last in points. Oh, Servant Sarah giving his teammate Set Ismail a bump and run for second. You don't know how long these runs are going to last here, man. The slower cars have had trouble keeping it going. Daniel Guerrero in 7th. He's top 5 in points. Good to see. Oh, a couple cars pitting. And they're wrecking on the front stretch. Go figure. Bafood Sacco's in it. Jesus. So that's going to put a couple... If they don't get to the line, hurry. Are they going to get lapped? Oh, they get lapped just before the line. You hate to see it. And Nick Alsop, his last 2 races have been a 1st and a 3rd, and here he is. There's going to be like 1 to go when they come back to green. Can he hold on? See what actually just happened. And the Monster Mile, just too hard to tame for these amateur drivers. Everyone just kind of, all hell broke loose there. I want to watch this from Bafood Sacco. I tried that while I was live, and I just missed him, and I missed him again just now. He started 24th here, and he was definitely making some moves. Bafood Sacco, that's what it's like in the back of the pack. I know you're not used to it, man, but it's rough. Back for the restart if there is one. Coming back to the green, those guys that pit coming to caution, Damian Malone and Paul Ryder, going to be stuck a lap down outside the top 10, where they were running. Well outside the top 10. So, 2 to go. Green, white, checker. Do they have enough fuel to make it? They didn't pit under caution, so they must assume they do. Nick Alsop's your leader. Then you have Servant Sarahan, Kyle Kesey, Set Ismail, Matt Flood, Daniel Guerrero, Chad Brennan, Stanley Winters a lap down, Joe Jefferson, Steve Love, and Xavier Rain. Back to green. 2 to go. Here the Monster Mile. Can we keep it green, folks? Please. Servant Sarahan ran so well recently. He's not letting Nick Alsop get away. Oh, Nick Alsop has to pit. Servant Sarahan had enough fuel to stay out. Things you don't expect to see. White flag is out. Does Servant Sarahan have enough fuel to make it? Servant Sarahan won the race at Watkins Glen. We talked about it at Kentucky, or North Wilkesboro, how he's not really considered an oval master, but that's 2 races in a row. He's going to run out front, but this time he's going to do it. Servant Sarahan's going to win his 2nd race of the season, and he's going to win it at the Monster Mile. And Nick Alsop lets another one get away this season. We'll be back to look at your official results. Alright, Servant Sarahan is your winner. You have a winning photo up on the top right. Matt Flood gets 2nd. Keegan also Jr. rebounds to 3rd. Landon Finway 4th, even with the damage. And Bafood Sacco comes back from pitting to getting 5th. And you have Daniel Cole. Kurt Hamilton rebounds to 7th. Luciana Reese 8th. Alice Flood 9th. And Jack Marks runs out your top 10. Nick also gave away the win. He will get 11th. 1 lap down, excuse me. Then the other lead lap cars that pit. Kyle Kesey, Sedismel, and Chad Brennan. How about Scott Ford, man? He was destroyed the entire race. Kept restarting on the bottom. But he'll get 15th because of all the lap cars pitting. Paul Wright and Damian Malorn go from 27th, 28th to 17th, 18th in those last 2 laps, so good on them. And then you have everyone else. David Cervantes went upside down almost twice this race. He's going to finish 20th. Daniel Guerrero was inside the top 5 at the end. He's going to get 23rd. And you can see where everyone else finished. Stanley Winters, last week winner, getting 28th. All the way down to Kyle Akers in 42nd. That was the Dover race, man. The Premier Series race was a little bit better in my opinion. The fast lap award does go to Kurt Hamilton. Could have told you that. So, that was Dover. 4 races down to the playoffs. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, see you guys next time. Later.
He said, boy, can you make fans stand and scream your name? Have you hit him in the ass, never let off the gas till you rode into victory lane? He said, boy, do you know how it feels when you're running 3 wide? Cause if you're Daytona bound, let me wonder you're in for a ride.